WD8MIU Echolink in North Canton or Greentown.
I'm doing KSFQ. I'm doing the same thing the net controllers are doing. They're finishing up their energy, their lunch, or getting things ready so they can't keep going. KSFQ, Boredom Breaker Net in a couple minutes. Going to get a lot of traffic here. KSFQ, good afternoon. Nick, Dustin, and all the other people hopefully are listening, waiting to check in. KSFQ.
This is KD8SLG. We'll be linking up to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net for the next couple of hours. KD8EPC, Dustin has the first hour, KI5OZZ, Miss Nancy has the second hour. You're not only welcome but encouraged to check in with both of the NCOs on their respective hours. The net's going to start at the top of the hour in a little over a minute and a half. So everybody please stand by. This is KD8SLG, clear until net.
KD5ENU still standing by for the Boredom Breaker Net. KD5ENU.
WB9CFT also still standing by. As they would say in the olden days, hold your horses, KSFQV.
Alright, good afternoon and welcome to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Dustin, my call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the first hour today. The Boredom Breaker Net meets every day at noon Central Time on the RCWA repeater, Allstar node 49562, and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Virginia and Arkansas and various other repeaters. So we just ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit to make sure we hear everything you have to say. Also make sure you let everything drop there. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Alright, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
November 5, Golf, Lima, Oscar.
November 5, Golf Lima Oscar. N5 GLO Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Charlie Sierra. Whiskey Bravo 9, Charlie Sierra Papa, Richard in Paris, Texas.
This is Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Romeo Charlie. I live in Oakwood Village, Ohio, and I'm going to be in and out for the net.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred in Akron. Good afternoon, Dustin.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8 TQR, Keith in Uniontown, Ohio, checking in.
KJ5 GWN, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Whiskey November, Will in Oklahoma City. Good afternoon, Dustin.
W8WKY.
Kilo Golf 5, Delta Tango India, KG5 DTI, Trent, Paragould, Arkansas. In and out, please.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. Perfect. Let me tell you who I've got. I have AB8MO Andy at the lunch table. We'll get right to you. We have WD8MIU in Ohio right now. We have KD5ENU Gil. I have N5GLO Bill. I have KI5TAQ Taco Tim. I have KC8FQV Northern Mark. I have WB9CSP Richard over in Texas. I had KC8MRC Bob was in and out. I have W8KOC Fred there in the mobile. We'll get right to you. We have K8TQR Keith. We have K5CFY Mr. Ray. We have AI5HV Greg and Miss Judy. KI5VVE. We have NAJET Bill. We have KJ5GWN Will in Oklahoma City, it looks like. And we have KG5DTI Trent over there in Arkansas was in and out. So we'll say 73 to you. Let's catch our couple of mobiles and then we'll go down the list. Let's start with AB8MO at the lunch table. How you doing, Andy? In a turkey for lunch today?
KD8APC and the Boredom Breaker Net from AB8MO at the lunch table. Yep, you got it. My usual turkey ham sandwich with two different types of cheeses. So wolfing that down, made sure I didn't have my mouth full. So I heard you read down the list. So that worked out okay. Well, didn't get in this morning for the Boredom Breaker Net, but I just didn't get a chance to check in. So Fred might have called for me. I know he sometimes does, but I was too busy chatting with another guy on another repeater. So sorry, Fred. I didn't mean to neglect you, but that's just kind of the way it worked. So anyway, catch you guys all tonight, hopefully, on the net. It's hot here in the shop here, by the way, 84 degrees, but at least it's not muggy. But so I can dig the heat as long as it's not muggy. Back to you there, Sir Dustin. Hello, just Nick. KD8EPC, this is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, great to hear you out there. And boy, it sounds like it's hot in the shop. I know it's warm. I was out all morning pressure washing, and gotta go finish up after this. So we'll say 73 for now. Have a great day, and we'll look forward to catching you tonight on the Beacon Net. Let's jump on over to Fred now. WA8KOC. How you doing there, Fred? What's going on out in Akron? Uh-oh, let's try that one more time. WA8KOC. Fred, are you still with us?
Pause for
station identification. Good afternoon, Dustin. Thank you for taking my check-in. As I tried to key up earlier and said, Andy knows how to really chomp down. That sounds like a fantastic lunch. And no issues. Missed talking to him this morning, but that's okay. We'll make it another time. I was going to be in and out, but it's been a moment since I've spoken to you, so I wanted to say hello. You take good care of yourself. Have a great net. I plan on checking in next hour with Ms. Nancy. And, hopefully you enjoy some air conditioning here and some time playing radio. Take good care of yourself, buddy. Miss talking to you. KD8 EPC and the Boredom Breaker Net, 7-3 to everybody. WA8 KOC.
All right there, Fred. Well, wonderful to hear you out there. And, we'll have to have a QSO one of these days. It has been a minute. So enjoy your day. Enjoy the air conditioning. And, we're going to get through the net and back out to pressure washing. So we'll say 73, and that's going to bring me on over here to my good friend Wade at WD8MIU. What's going on, Wade, over in Greentown, I think, right?
Yeah, Dustin, say hi to you and Nick and Fred there and everybody else. Just checking in. Yeah, we're at my son's house this week in Greentown, which is right he's actually got a North Canton address because he's right on this side of the street. If you go across the street from where he lives, he's in Greentown. At any rate, we'll be here until Sunday. I'll be back at my daughter's house in Massillon for a week. And I know we got a club meeting coming up the 19th, I think it's Thursday. I'd like to get a ride to that somehow. I'll be coming out of Massillon. Anyway, then the following week I'm going to be in Louisville. So if we're going to have our get-together, it should be next week, I would think, because I'm running out of time. And it can, it could be yet this week if you want to do that. It's up to you. Any rate, I'm going to turn it back over to you, let you do your net, and what a beautiful day. WD8MIU. Back to you, Dustin. Thanks for doing the net.
All right there, Wade. Well, good to hear you out there. And I was going to try to get everybody together this Thursday, but I've just got so much going on this week that this week just isn't going to work out for me. But let's try for Monday or Tuesday next week. I'll get in touch with you later, and we'll figure something out, and we'll get everybody together. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll give you a call later on. Let's jump on over here to Gil now, KD5 ENU. What's going on, Gil?
Well, not very much. But I am happy as a lark. Yesterday, I had a four-wheel scooter delivered. Now I got mobility. I can go roaming around again. So I'm glad about that. I spent about 4 hours out running around yesterday after I got it, trying it out and making sure everything was working right. Went and got me a hamburger and then went over to a grocery store. So it made me kind of happy there. But anyway, weather's nice. Supposed to have some rain a little more Anyway, a little later on, I'll get it out one of these days. Today, and it's sunshiny right now. So have a good day. Enjoy the net. And if it's raining and storming where you're at, no matter where in the United States, just remember what they say. Go around, don't drown. K5 ENU. 7-3.
All right there, Gil. Well, so wonderful to hear that you got your scooter. That's awesome. And I'll tell you what, you'll have to throw a mobile radio on there, and we'll have to catch you in the mobile. So 73, enjoy that, Gil, and we'll catch you down the log. And let's jump on over here to Bill, N5GLO. This is KD8EPC. Take it away there, my friend, and are you on the front porch today?
N5GLO to net. Howdy, y'all. Yes, Dustin, I am on my front porch. Right now I have my plastic sidewalls rolled down because we had one heck of a thunderstorm come through just a few minutes ago, and the stuff still hadn't left the area. But it's at least one thing. It sent away the road crew that was out in front of my house, so I don't have that background noise going. And other than that, having a pretty good day, and just want to say hi to the folks. N5GLO.
All right there, Bill. Well, great to hear you. And you know what? Sometimes a little rain is good, and glad it at least chased that road crew away. Hi. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Good to hear you, and we'll hopefully hear you again later on for the Beacon. Let's jump on over here to Taco Tim. I don't think he's in the taco truck, but we'll see. KI5TAQ. What's going on?
Good afternoon, Dustin. Yeah, you're right. I'm not in the taco truck right now. This is KI5 TAQ. I'm just going to be getting ready to put some boots on, make a lunch, and then get ready to, shall we say, make with the taco truck and head off to the playground. But I just wonder, who got most of that oil fire?
That would be this guy here, Taco Tim. The little bottle was drank with me and a couple of friends that we hung out for an evening and drank. The other bottle is in my freezer, and the tiny bottle, I just drank that myself. So there you go. But we're going to have to get somebody to bootleg us and mail some in the mail to us. Hi.
I hear ya. And now we can put Jairus onto the hook. Oh, boy. Or maybe you can come down to, like, say, maybe a burger burn, for instance, and enjoy camaraderie down here with us for hamburgers, hot dogs, and who knows what all. And, of course, yeah, maybe get a chance to harass an Allen, like I'm going to do later on today. But with that said, I'll catch you all on the Beacon Net. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, great to hear you out there. And I'll tell you what, I would love to come back and visit Oklahoma. Absolutely. And if I had the money, I would get in my car right now and I would drive to Oklahoma and visit. But I just can't right now. I've got to plan that. But I've got to plan with some of these other guys. They'll have to come down with me. But I've made a trip down there and you've made a trip here. But we need to get a whole group together and start making yearly trips back and forth. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you, Tim, and catch you down the log. And you tell Alan to come check in with me because I haven't talked to him in a month of Sundays there. So we'll say 73, and we're going to go on down here to Northern Mark now, KC8FQV. How you doing there, Mark? What's going on? Take it away. Let's try that again, KC8FQV. Mark, are you there?
Went to the eye doctor this morning.
Let's try that again.
Let's see. KCFQV. Let me know, KCFQV.
It's working now, Mark. Go.
I don't know. It keeps picking up and dropping, picking up and dropping. I don't know what it's doing. We got 78 here now. Went to the eye doctor today, and he wasn't happy because the pressure was up. But we'll see what happens the next time we go. We're going to do this. Let's see if we're here. We're going to make a connection, another connection, KCFQV. Let's see if it's working. Let's see if it's going to work. Yep, it's working. I got a connection to the thing, I brought up the other device. So everything else is okay. Stopped and got my Chipotles, and I got my iced coffees, and we came back home. So 78, and I'm going to send it back to Net. Yeah, you go one-way ticket, you stay there a long time, Nick and Dustin, and then they could get one. They do a one-way and bring you back, but then they would be stuck here until you go back. So KCFQ, I'll send it back to Net.
All right there, Mark. We'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. I don't know what was going on there, but we got you through, so there you go. Let's go over to Richard now, WB9CSP. Take it away.
Yeah, WB9CSP coming through N17. So that's why I'm breaking up, just so you know. But today's been a pretty nice day here today. It's just got too raining. It's a little bit sunny, but still overcast. So hopefully it rains some more. I definitely like the rain. It makes things a lot cooler. But other than that, not too much else going on here. Just figured I'd jump from net to net to net. They seem to be perfectly timed for the most part. I can check into for the Cowabunga net, and then the Friendship net, and then the Handy Ham, and then come right to this one. So they're all in line. But other than that, not too much else here in Texas. Back to you, Whiskey 509, Chicago-style pizza.
All right there, Richard. Well, good to hear you out there, and I think you said you're coming in on M17. I'll tell you, I don't know what's going on with the transcoding, but the audio quality was not very good. It was like distorted, and I heard what you said, but it was just really bad. So there you go, something to consider for next time. But we'll say 73 to you, Richard. Have a great day, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over to Keith now, K8TQR. How you doing there, Keith? What's going on? It's been a while.
KD8EPC, this is KE8TQR. Good afternoon, Dustin, and to your sidekick there, Nick. You're both doing a fine job on your hour this afternoon, and good afternoon to everyone else, wherever you may be, as you're getting in here to the Boredom Breaker net. Well, it's just another beautiful day in northeast Ohio. Looks like we're not going to get any rain, which we've had in the last week or so. Haven't been doing too much radio because of the storms and the lightning. Wife has a problem with lightning in the house. I don't know why. But anyway, she does. So I've had all the radios disconnected. I connected them up yesterday, did a little bit, but not much. But got some lawn mowed today, and I'm down here in the shack. Just finished lunch, and I'm playing some radio with my friends. Hope to do some more radio this afternoon. I did something the other night, first time. I had a club test session with one of the local clubs I belong to, that'd be CFARC, Chicago Falls, and we had 3 applicants. All 3 passed their tests, so we have 2 new operators and 1 who upgraded to amateur extra, and they all did very well on the test, I must say. So anyway, there is that. Now I can help all the clubs I belong to out, either ARRL or Laurel, because I'm accredited for both, and hopefully I can give a little bit back to the organization. So with that, I'll just turn it back over to Net Control. It's good to hear you, Dustin, as well. I hope you have a great day, and the same to everyone else out there, no matter where you are. And this is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
All right there, Keith. Well, great to hear you out there, and glad to hear you got the lawn mowed and cool on the test sessions. That's awesome, man. And I'll tell you what, after the net, I'd love to sit here in the air conditioning, but I got to pressure wash and mow the lawn and paint my shed. I got a million things to do and no time to do it. So there you go. We'll say 73, Keith, and we'll catch you on down the log. And that's going to bring me on over here to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. What's going on, Ray? How you doing?
DPC Internet. This is K5CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Dustin. Wave a hand there at Nick on the keyboard. I thank the Silver Creek Amateur Radio Association for hooking us up for 2 hours on Wednesday. We definitely appreciate you guys jumping in there and doing that. Look forward to the Beacon tonight, BeaconNet. So don't ruin your voice taking all these check-ins on the Boredom Net. Be sure and save some for the BeaconNet. Although you may not be on it tonight, I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for having a net. Thanks for doing it, and thanks for getting me in there. We'll give it back to you. And 73, all. Take care. K5CFY.
W8WKY.
All right there, Ray. Well, great to hear you out there, and I'll tell you, we'll try to save some steam for the evening because we've got the BeaconNet again tonight, too, so fun times there. We're going to say 73 to you for now, Ray. Good to hear you out there, and have yourself a wonderful afternoon. And we're going to jump on over to Greg now, AI5HV. How you doing, Greg? What's going on?
Good afternoon, Dustin, Nick, and everyone else on the Boredom Net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor. Want to say thank you for proxying in Miss Judy, Kilo India 5 Victor Victor Echo. She's getting ready to head to the doctor for a Prolia shot. Has to do with bone density and stuff like that. They've tried several other things, but that didn't work out so well, or as good as they'd hoped anyway. We're doing pretty good. Temperature here is relatively stable at the moment. We had a pop-up storm yesterday evening that didn't last very long, but good news is it wasn't anything severe, just a little light rain and some wind. So hope you're having a good day so far.
Oh, all is well in the world here so far, Greg. Like I was telling Nick earlier, I've been pressure washing my house, so I'm about a quarter of the way done with that. I got a lot to go, and I've got to run to the Home Depot or the Harbor Freight and get myself a 100-foot hose because I've only got a 50-footer, and it's not quite going to be long enough to do the job. So there you go. But all is well in the world here. Do you have anything else for us today?
Well, Dustin, good luck with pressure washing your house there. And sound like you had a lot of chores. I'm just sitting here studying some ICS, some FEMA course material here for Aries, and thought I'd check in on the net. So great talking to you today. Hope everyone on the net has a wonderful rest of the week, and everyone be safe out there. This is Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor, and I'll turn it back over to you, 7-3.
Hey, Greg, I got one more question before you go. If I remember right, you're really good with DMR code plugs. Is that correct?
I've done quite a few DMR code plugs.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, I've been doing a little more experimenting with it lately, so one of these times on the side, me and you will have to have a QSO and chat about it, and I'll have to pick your brain there. So there you go. That's all I had for you, Greg. I'll say 73 to you for now, and I'll come back and let you clear.
All right, well, Dustin, I'll be glad to help you out wherever I can. I have found recently where some DMR radios don't like certain code plugs. Like they've changed when you go to import CSV files, they've changed the field names that they use in the CSV files, and so they don't want to import worth a darn. So interesting journey, but you know what? I'm always learning something new. So that's the important thing there. So anyway, Dustin, you take care, and hope you have a great rest of your day. And good luck on your chores there, buddy.
All right there, Greg. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great afternoon, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log real soon. And make sure you tell Miss Judy we said hello there. Let's jump on over here to Avon and talk to Bill on 8JET. What's going on there, Bill? Take it away.
KD8 EPC in the group, NAJET. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for getting me in, Dustin and Nick, and thanks for running the net. You guys always do a super job. Well, we got 80 degrees under sunny skies here in Avon. Just came in from cutting the grass. I lost most of Monday and Tuesday rebuilding my DMR hotspot. I made the horrible mistake of trying to put it on the wired network as opposed to the Wi-Fi, and it didn't like it, and ended up having to go completely reformat a new SD card, and I switched software. I was using Raspberry Pi, but now I got a WPSD software to run it. But I'm happy to say that my DMR is back up, fully functional and running, and it's on the wired Ethernet. So all is well that ends well. With that, I'll send it back to the net. 7-3, everybody, and 8JET clear.
All right there, Bill. Well, I'm glad you were able to get that working and set back up there. Yeah, sometimes that software is a pain in the butt, but I'm glad you got it figured out and working there. We've got just that little hotspot, and I'm actually in the process of building a hotspot using a Motorola radio, so that's kind of interesting, too. But, Bill, we'll say 73. Have a great day, and we'll catch you down the log, hopefully down the log here soon. Let's go down here. Will is next, KJ5GWN. Take it away there, Will.
Good afternoon, Dustin. KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. Not doing too much here. Just thought I'd get on. I got another net I need to get to real quick, so I'm going to make this one quick and get on to my other net. So, anyway, not too much going on here. It's hot one today. Going to be up to a high of 86, so it's going to be another warm one. So, anyway, say 7-3 to everybody. Hope to catch you guys tomorrow. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. Back to you.
KD8 SLG, we just had a bunch of random key ups there from all over the place. I think I got it now. Anyway, that was the button on the list as we have it. This is the M5XUK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. I'm KD8 SLG. We've got KE8 UIB Mobile on the list next. Then we got KE8 QFT, K8 PJW, and KI5 OZZ. I harvested those people from the blue screen. Let's see who else is out there right now. This is KD8 SLG taking check-ins for the N5XK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. I'm listening.
This is Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Victor Victor, 84 YVB, Jeff in Virginia.
Hello, India 5, Alpha. Mike X-Ray Zulu, Chuck Katusa.
Alpha, India 5, Quebec AI 5Q, Jerison, Tulsa.
All right, fine business. We picked up KD4YVV Jeff, KI5MXZ Chuck, and AI5Q Jairus. You guys are on the list there. K8UIB. This is KD8SLG. You're up first, John. Take it away.
KD8SLG from K8UIB. Good afternoon, Nick. Everybody out there on the net on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. And, well, let me see. We are well past the noon hour here. Almost it's 1:30. Hey, that's a great sign, guys. That means the day is past halfway over. So that means I am halfway over the work week, and that is a great thing, you guys. Other than that, I'm just kind of working away here, hoping to get done, get home, and I think the wife and I tonight are going to sneak down the road 5 minutes from home and hit up the local fishing hole for sure. With that, you guys, this is K8UIB, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Nick. Thanks for running the net, Dustin. 7-3, guys.
W8WKY.
All right, 73T there, John. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker net. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. The power supply blinked out. All right, we'll say 73 to John. Don't have too much fun at the Big W, and let's go to Uncle Fred, K8QFT. What's going on the north end of town there, Uncle Fred? Take it away.
Well, thank you, Dustin. Thank you. Just Nick and all the others out there on the net today. Hope everyone's having a nice day. We have a beautiful day here in northern Medina, Ohio. Watching the Guardians. They've hit a rough stretch lately. However, they're winning now, early, top of the second inning, 1-0. Oh boy, not much else going on. Just thought I'd say hey, and that's about it for now. K8QFT, back to Net Control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. We'll say 73. Enjoy the beautiful day, and go Guardians, and we'll catch you again this evening. All right, let's go down here to Phil, K8PJW. How you doing there, Phil? What's going on?
KD8EPC, K8PTW. Good afternoon, Dustin and Nick and everyone on the net. Great to hear everyone this afternoon. Yeah, we're screaming past 79, heading up to 81 today. The sun's shining like a banshee, so we're enjoying all that. A little bit of breeze out there, flags flying, but other than that, just enjoying it. Got a bunch of paperwork done and stuff this morning, and so we're headed off to pick up our van finally. I think it's all fixed up, and we just got to pack it all up again with all our camping gear so we can get going. So that's probably the task of the afternoon. With that, I'll hand it back to you, Dustin. Thanks for doing that. You're doing a great job. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
All right there, Phil. Well, wonderful news. Glad to hear that you're getting the van back today and enjoy getting that gear back in there. And I can't wait to hear about your latest adventures there. So, Phil, great to hear you. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. And let's go to the net controller for the next hour. And quite the character, KI5OZZ. Miss Nancy, how are you doing today? And what's going on?
KD8EPC and the rest of the Boredom Breaker netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ from here in swampy Pegs, Oklahoma. It is hot and humid outside and nary a breeze to be found, but we might have some relief tomorrow and more rain. Yay, I guess. But yeah, things are good here, and it sounds like you got your power supply kicked back into play, so hopefully it'll hold out, and make sure to take a wet noodle to it or some such nonsense so it'll straighten up. So with that, I'll pass it back to you. Thanks to you and Nick and the SARA Club for hooking us up this afternoon. Good to hear everyone. 7-3 until the top of the hour. KI5OZZ.
All right there, Miss Nancy. Well, great to hear you out there. And a funny story is Guy accidentally hit the switch for the surge protector because he was moving things around yesterday and didn't realize. So, yeah, I did that while I was rocking my chair here. So there you go. We'll say 73, and we'll look for you at the top of the hour. And let's go over here to Jeff now, KD4YVV. How you doing there, Jeff?
We're doing well. The best we can. 82 degrees, sunny outside. We looked at the, about 2 or 3 in the morning, we looked at the strawberry moon. Took a few photographs. Unfortunately, camera phones don't work well like the good old big lens camera. But anyway, that's pretty much it. The granddaughter's there downstairs. We just finished taking a shower, and we're all going to go out to swimming practice later. Of course, I'm not going to swim, but we watch the granddaughters do it. They love it. They do real well. And that's the main thing, is enjoy the granddaughters while you can. KD4YVV, back over to you.
All right there, Jeff. Well, enjoy your time at the granddaughters. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log. And we're going to jump on over here to Chuck now, KI5MXZ. How you doing there, Chuck? Take it away.
Oh, I'm doing fine. I was going to tell you a little story about electronics and stuff not working, but the dog's barking at me, telling me he needs to go outside. So this is Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu.
All right there, Chuck. Well, you get that pup outside, and remember, you walk it. Don't let it walk you. Hi. We'll say 73, and let's go talk to my good friend Jairus, AI5Q. What's going on, Jairus?
Good afternoon, Dustin, and Nick in the background there. Just got back from lunch, and it's a little bit toasty outside. We walked about 3/4 of a mile to the food truck park, me and a couple of office mates here, and got some pretty tasty chicken. I ventured out and got I got 3, but I got them in different heat levels, and I got the hottest one they make, even though they warned me not to do it. So it was good. It was hot, though, and I'm glad I ate it first, so I had something to cool my mouth off with afterwards. Anyway, just making it happen today. Got the work truck fixed this morning. Had a dead battery. I had to sit there with the jumper cables on it for about 20 minutes before it would take off and run, and then I had to let it run for about 20 or 30 minutes to charge the battery up. But it's back in working order, and I think the course of action moving forward is going to be to drive it home a couple days a week, just for, saving gas money and keeping it in tip-top working order. So I had to take my personal truck to the field yesterday. That's why I'm talking about the work truck. But, no, just having a good day. Great lunch, and glad to be back in the air conditioning. AI5Q, back over to you, Dustin.
Now I gotta know, Jairus, how long did the work truck sit for the battery to die, or does it have some kind of parasitic draw you need to work out?
It was probably 3.5 weeks, and yes, it has a parasitic draw that needs to be worked out, but it's not bad enough that if I drive it once a week, it'll be fine kind of deal. So it's like, do I spend the time and effort getting it fixed, or do I just drive it once a week? And I had just gotten busy the past couple weeks with all sorts of stuff going on, interns being here and all that I forgot that I should be taking it home. And after having to sit up there for an hour with it, I think I might remember for a couple of months at least.
Well, there you go. Well, good to hear you out there today, Jairus, as always, and make sure you tell Miss Nina we said hello, and don't have too much fun at the Big W. So, do you have anything else for us today?
No, just have a good one, Dustin. Be careful on the radio. There's like electrons flying around, and they can crash into your skull and hurt you, so watch out. AI5Q, I'll be clear.
I'm safe, Jairus. I'm wearing my tinfoil cap. We'll say 73, my friend, and have a great day. All right, Jairus, as it stands, we did pick up KC0LRM Kelly off of the blue screen. But this is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
Yeah, Whiskey 7 Tango, W7STT, still down here in Garland County, Arkansas.
W8WKY.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra.
All right, I'll take them a couple at a time. I picked up W7STT Cal and KD5AFS Grant. Let's start right here at the top with Kelly, KC0LRM. What's going on, Kelly? How you doing today?
Oh, KD8EPC. Hey, Dustin, thanks for getting, I guess Nick, thanks for getting me in there, and you for getting me. Not a lot going on here, just sitting at the office, tried to actually had a little time to come in here and get on the computer today. Yeah, I think I missed y'all Sunday because our internet went down in Wichita, so didn't get back on until the next morning, so no doing it there. But not a lot going on here. We're starting to get a little warm here. We're talking about some more rain again, so I don't know, I'm kind of sick of rain, but, you know, take what I can get. That's about all I got right here, y'all, on here on tonight. Everybody have a good day and be safe. All right, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Kelly. We'll say 73 there. Stay dry and hope your internet sticks around for you. So we'll look forward to hopefully catching you maybe this evening. We're going to jump on over to Arkansas and talk to Cal now. W7STT. What do you know, Cal? What's going on?
KD8EPC Internet, W7STT. Well, not a whole lot. Excuse me, I didn't mean to gargle there. Not a whole lot going on here. I got through with a chow. I got my nose out of the feed bag, so to speak, and having a slow day, doing a little reading, catching up on that, and always enjoy a book, a good book on my lap. And we're at 87 degrees. It is, well, cloudy out there, high overcast. There's some sun kind of showing through a little bit, but not much. But other than that, don't have a whole lot to brag about. Just able to get up and say hello to a few friends on the air. And other than that, Dustin, don't want to occupy too much time. We'll just say 7-3s. Sure appreciate you letting us get on the air here and having fun. It's always good to listen in. You do a good job, and we appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. And as I've been known to say, since you let scallywags and reprobates in here, I can get on once in a while. So anyway, we'll say 7-3s, 88s to the better-looking part of the crew if there are any YLs listening in. And as old Tennessee Ernie Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. Yes, 7-3s on W7STT.
All right there, Cal. As always, it's great to hear you out there today, my friend. And you stay on the cool side of the door. It sounds like it's quite warm there. I think it's about 79 or 80 here in climbing. So we'll say 73 to you for now. And we're going to jump on over to Grant, KD5AFS. How you doing there, Grant? What are you smoking? Uh-oh, let's try that again. Are you out there?
KD8EPC in the net, KD5AFS. Nothing on smoker today. I just got home from the audiologist. And I've got hearing aids now. I'm on a trial period. I'm not too sure about this. I'm not used to having everything be so loud. Everything's loud to me now, so this might take getting used to. I've got about 3 weeks to make up my mind if I want to keep them or not, so here we go. Another part of getting old. What can you do? Beats the alternative, I guess. But anyhow, thanks for picking me up, Dustin. Not a lot going on here. Got the yards are caught up for the time being and waiting on some more rain that's supposed to be headed up from Texas. We'll see what happens when it gets here. Hopefully it's not too much. That's all I got, Dustin. I'll send it on back to net. KD5 AFS.
All right there, Grant. Well, good luck with those new hearing aids, and we'll try not to holler at you too much, and hopefully you'll either get used to them or take them back and not get them. So hopefully you'll get used to them, though, because I'm sure you'll be happy to be able to hear conversations and things. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great day, Grant, and enjoy that rain, hopefully. Send some of that our way. We kind of need some. So I'll say 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Dustin, please check in Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, Donald in the Osage.
Well, I'll take them one at a time. KI5WADM, Donald, what's going on in the Osage?
All had to go up to big city of Martinsville, Oklahoma today and take care of a little business. I had to buy me some new boots. The toes blew out. Both toes blew out of my other pair that I've had for several years. Anyway, when I was walking out in the yard the other day and after the big rain, my feetsies got wet. So, new boots today. And I shopped and shopped and shopped until I found a good pair of American-made with American product boots. Cost out the yin-yang, but they ought to last longer than those other ones did. And that's all I've got today. I'm going to take it easy, do a little yard work here and there, light and easy, and have some fun. So, KI5WDM says, thank you, Dustin, for hosting that. We appreciate you, and we'll talk at you later.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donald, it's great to hear you, and I spent way more than I wanted to on my last pair of boots, too, but it's worth it because they last and they hold up for a long time. I do want to know, though, what brand did you end up going with?
Yeah, there wasn't any place in town that carried Tacovas. They're an American-made brand. But Atwood's had Thorogoods. And they're as good as Tacovas. Just don't see them around very much. But they're starting to come back around more often now with different styles and stuff. So I had a pair a while back. They lasted a good long time. So that's what I went with this time. And the cost was about $2.50.
That's really not so bad. I mean, all in all, I think it's worth it. If it lasts you a few years, it's better than spending 5 or 6 pairs of cheap boots over one good pair of boots for sure. And you don't find things with American craftsmanship like you used to. So when you can, it's worth paying the extra few bucks for. So there you go. Did you have anything else for us there, Donald?
No, not really. Like I say, I'm just going to play yard work today, get a few things done before the next round of storms comes in. Put up my new hummingbird feeders. I got some of those too while I was in Atwood, so I'm going to go play hummingbird feeder. That's all I got. Dustin, have a great one. KI5WDM.
All right there, Donald. Well, great to hear you out there. We're going to say 73 to you, and I hear you on the yard work. I'm on my way there after the net, too. So we'll say 73. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over here to Alex, K5AVF. How you doing there, Alex? What's going on?
All right, good afternoon, Dustin. Good afternoon to the net. KD8EPC, K5AVF, and good afternoon to Nick on the keyboard as well. Hey, not doing too much. Just helping my daughter finish up the. She's redecorating and just completely redoing the hall bathroom, and it looks good. She's done a great job. Cut a few pieces of trim board for her, and she used the nail gun today and put it in and got it all installed. She's doing a little touch-up painting now and be finished up with it. It looks great. I tell you what, she's done a great job, and she pretty much did it all. I just kind of helped guide her a little bit with it and left it to her. So there you go. But it's great to see her do a great job, and she's got quite the talent. I tell you what. I don't have anything, Dustin. We've got 85 degrees, and we've got some storms moving in from the south here. We're going to get some rain this afternoon, guys. We need it. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and thanks for doing the net, Dustin. Have a great day. KD8EPC, K5AVF, and howdy, Nick.
All right there, Alex. We'll say 73 to you. Congratulations to your daughter on the bathroom, and glad it's looking good there. So, 73, stay on the cool side of the door and try to stay dry when that rain gets there. All right, Alex, at the bottom of the list as it stands, this is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. I got plenty of time and empty lines to fill, so the station's waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Mike, Quebec, KR4 CMQ. This is Nathan in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Charlie 3, Uniform Hotel Golf, KC3, UHG.
All right, we picked up a couple that time. I'm waiting for my logger to load here. It's taking a second, but let's see. We had one station from Mount Airy here. There it comes, KR4UMQ, looks like Nathan. And then we have KC3UHG, looks like Daryl. So let's start here with Nathan, KR4CMQ. How you doing there, Nathan? What's going on?
Doing pretty well. This is KR4CMQ. Beautiful day here in Mount Airy. About 80 degrees, a couple of clouds here and there, but otherwise sunny. Just working outside, cleaning up the wife's car right now. I've let it go a little too long, and the goldfish toys and trash from my children in the back is about ankle deep. Probably need to start with a leaf blower on the inside and go from there. But yeah, just scrubbing her down right good and cleaning it up while the weather's nice and listening to the net. That's about all I've got for today. Appreciate you guys calling and logging today, the net. And I'll send it back to you. This is KR4CMQ, back to net control.
All right there, Nathan. Well, good luck there with the car cleaning. I know how that goes. And enjoy the rest of your day there. And great to hear you on the air. And we'll look forward to catching you down the log. We're going to say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me on over here to Daryl, KC3UHG. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. Anybody else on the net? This is Daryl from north central Pennsylvania. I am mobile at the moment, headed down to get the grandchildren. Today's their last day of school, and they wanted to come stay at the grandparents' house. So I'm going to go pick them up.
All right there, Daryl. Well, I heard you were going to go pick up your grandkids, and then I lost you there. I don't know if you went over a hill or something, or if you just dropped out. You want to come back and try again? may have lost Daryl there in the mobile. He may have hit the end of his rope. So, Daryl, if you're listening, I'll say 73 to you for now, and feel free to recheck if you'd like, and have fun with the grandkids. Daryl was the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8EPC. I've still got a few minutes left and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 PLB. Randy at work, hiding in a corner from my boss.
KB8LJ in and out.
All right, we picked up K8TLB Randy hiding in the corner from his boss, and KB8LJ Chuck was in and out. Let's talk to Randy in the corner, K8TLB. What's going on there, Randy? Are you keeping cool?
Hey, Dustin, how you doing? This is Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool back here in this corner. Coming back here and some gnarly looking spiders. They ain't fine. Yeah, I got some. Keep cleaning. More than happy to clean it up for you.
All right there, Randy. Well, you were real strong at the beginning, and then I don't know if you took a step to the left or the right or back, but whatever you did, you were in and out of the repeater the rest of your transmission. So I'll let you get back to work there, and don't have too much fun with that. And you might have to start feeding them spiders in the corner so they don't turn on you high. Randy, we'll say 73 for now, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Randy was the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8EPC. I've still got a couple of minutes and plenty of empty lines to go, so any stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker net, please call now.
KD8EPC, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. KD8SLG, Nick, down the farm.
Go, Nick. KD8SLG, take it away and be the closer today.
Oh, what an honor, Dustin. KD8EPC, KD8SLG. Thanks, Dustin. Fine business on the net. I just wanted to jump on and remind everybody about the Beacon Net tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Allstar node 48496, Echolink, W8WKY-R. And if you can get here, you can get there because we are linked up to the Boredom Breaker Hub. So hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. Thanks again, Dustin. And I will hand it off to Nancy. KI5OZZ. This is KD8SLG. Are you out there, Nancy?
KD8EPC, KD8SLG. Yes, I am. This is KI5OZZ. I will let you guys go ahead and sign off.
Thanks, Nancy. Fine business for you as well. I hope you have an interesting question today. I'll be sticking around and listening. As always, thanks everybody for who participated here on the first hour, and check in with Nancy and say hi as well. From KD8EPC and KD8SLG, thanks everybody. KI5OZZ, take it away. You have the green.
Fine business, Nick. Great to have the baton passed from you and Dustin there, and great logging and net control for the first hour. Thanks so much for that, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ the Oz, or the handle is Nancy, November Alpha, November Charlie Yankee. And yes, I do have a question today. So, with that, let's share our favorite summer vacations when we were kids. I definitely got a good one. So, with that, let's take some check-ins. Come on in. KI5OZZ here for the net. Please come alphabetically and phonetically.
Can you Gil, Claremore, Oklahoma, recheck.
W8WK.
Charlie Tango, AAHCT. Good afternoon, Nancy.
WA8KOC, Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, Fred in Akron. Good afternoon, Nance. Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, Fred in Akron. Good afternoon, Nance.
Good afternoon, Nancy. Here is ACA-FQV markup on the north side of Ohio.
KE8QFT, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Foxtrot Tango, Fred in Medina.
AB8MO Alpha, Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, back of the bus, please.
Well, fine business there. Let's see who I've got here. I've got KD5ENU, Gil. I've got AA8CT, Craig. I got Wade in there. I'll come back for your call. I can't remember it off the top of my head there, but I heard you. Uncle Fred, I know. I got WA8KOC, Fred, and then I've got KC8FQV, Mark. Then I've got Uncle Fred, KE8QFT, and AB8MO, Andy. WD8MIU, got your call in there. Thank you so much for that, Grant. And let's see, Andy, you said back of the bus, so let's pick up Gil, or was there anyone else that I missed? Anyone I missed out of that set?
Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu, Chuck Katusa.
Gotcha, Chuck, KI5MXZ. All right, back up to the top of the list, KD5ENU. Gil, welcome to the show this afternoon. Favorite childhood summer vacation, if you got one to share.
Well, I don't have one to share. Didn't take vacations when I was a child. We had my grandmother and my mother both worked, and we stayed around the house and around the town. We walked everywhere we went, and so therefore there was no vacations when I was a child.
Already in this mode.
Oh, hush. 220 sounding off. But anyway, later in my youth, in the teens, we went to Lodi, California. My dad's family around there, around the Stockton area in Lodi. So anyway, that's all I can remember anyway. KD5ENU, back to net control, 7-3.
Well, that's a heck of a coinkydink there, Gil, because my mom grew up in the Lodi area when she was little, with my aunts and uncles and whatnot, and kind of stuck around there. And I was born in Roseville, which is I want to say a little bit north of the Stockton area, and my dad worked around Stockton and Orangeville. So pretty neat neck of the woods, and we lived right close to Folsom Lake out there, which was really cool. So, all right, well, great to hear from you, Gil. You make sure and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. 73 to you. We'll clear with KD5E and you. Let's pick up Craig, AA8CT. Welcome to the show this afternoon. Any favorite childhood summer vacations?
KI5OZZ. Good afternoon, Nancy. For about 8 years, my parents would take a 2-week vacation up into, I grew up in the Toledo area, and up to a little place called Alpena, and there was a lodge and a lake there. In the first few years, it was maybe 6 or 7 couples. By about the 5th year, we basically, for 2 weeks, took the lodge over with the same people for 2 weeks. And so it was almost like a family reunion, even though none of them were family. So that was kind of cool. And watching everybody grow up from, kids to teenagers to almost adults. So there it is. AA8CT, back to KI5OZZ. Have a wonderful net, Nancy, and I'm going to be in and out from here. I'm with my wife, and she's doing some physical therapy, so I'm going to be listening perhaps. Take care.
Roger that, Craig. Thanks for chiming in this afternoon, and make sure and wave howdy to the Mrs. Forrest, and thanks for sharing. We'll clear with AA8CT. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and 73 to you. Let's pick up Warm Weather Wade, WD8MIU. How are things down in Florida, or is that where you're at?
All right, Nancy. Well, I know you. I've met you recently. I'm actually in Ohio. Came up to this time of year. I usually come up to see my children. Stay with my daughter for the first week, and stay with my son and his wife the second week, and then I think Sunday I go back to my daughter and her husband's house for another week. Then I go to another house and see my brother, who's 7 years older than I am, visit with him. Then I head back to Florida June 30th. But having a good time, and golly, I'm trying to think. Vacations. I was a pretty lucky kid, actually. As I look back on my life, I remember there was a couple of them there I remember vividly. One was when I was 10 years old. The whole family took a trip to Colorado and saw the Rocky Mountains. Lived with relatives out there, and that was kind of a neat vacation. And then another time when I was a little bit older, I think I was probably 15. My mom and dad and I went to Washington, D.C. and saw the monuments and all that stuff. Those two kind of stick out of my mind as the best. We've other vacations, but not quite as extreme as those were. At any rate, I'm catching up with Nick and Dustin and Uncle Fred and a bunch of other ones here sometime before I go back to Florida and enjoying my stay. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Miss Nancy, and you have a good net. Thanks for doing it. WD8MIU, Canton, Ohio, or Greentown right now.
Wade, glad you're able to go up and hobnob with the Ohio family and get your visitating done with the family as well. And thank you so much for dropping by the net today. On my hour. Great to hear from you. We'll clear with WD8MIU 73 and have a wonderful Wednesday. And let's pick up Fred, WA8KOC, one of the esteemed net controls for the barometer net in the morning over there for our Ohio family. Good afternoon, Fred. Come on in.
Hi, Nancy. Good to hear you this afternoon. Esteemed, I don't think so. Just steamed would be better. Maybe spelled it a little bit differently. Good to hear Wade in there. It's been a while. And always good to hear my brother Craig, AA8CT. Thanks for taking my check-in. Sincerely appreciate it. I got to talk to Dustin last hour. Maybe we'll make it a threesome and go for the beacon net this evening and say hello to everybody. Your questions are always absolutely wonderful. My childhood, every summer, we would head up to Wisconsin, either Sturgeon Bay up on the peninsula, Door County Peninsula, or up to northern Wisconsin, Anago, Rhinelander, Eagle River, Elko, and visit family, both sides of the family, mom and dad's side, and my cousins, and it was always a good time. I always looked forward to it. As a young kid, I met some friends up there, and I still remember them to today. I don't remember speaking to them since in the 60s, but that's okay. I mean, it was still a great time. And thanks for the question, because it brings back a lot of great memories. You take good care of yourself. Have a great rest of your net. I'm sure you will. 7-3 to you and everybody else out there, and we'll back out of here and let you get to it. KI5OZZ, Miss Nancy, thanks. WA8KOC.
Well, Fred, thank you so much for participating today, because what you said about Eagle River and vicinity reminded me of one of my favorite childhood vacations that we used to go to every summer was Bear River up by, well, it was north of Sacramento. I was really, really little, but my favorite part was catching pollywogs. So I would have a whole mess of them and have my pockets lined with them and totally gross out my mom. And I think the only thing that grossed her out worse than that was somebody dared my brother to eat dog food, and he did, while we were camping there. So there's that. So wonderful childhood memories. Thank you so much for that, Fred. We'll clear WA8KOC. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and 73 at you. Let's pick up Mark, Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Come on in. We're sharing favorite childhood summer vacation.
All right, the odds, KCFQV. When I used to go years ago in the 60s up till I think about 70, 69 or 70 was the last year we went with my aunt. We'd go on vacations every year, go to the RV show in January. They would look at campers and what they were going to rent. We always rented high-lows. And then there was a year or two we had the canvas one, and then one year, I don't know why we didn't get a camper right away, and they found a camper up in Cleveland someone had for rent or for sale. It was just a bare camper. It was just a table and a couple of beds that you pulled out either side, and the tires were real small on it. My dad worked, and he said to my aunt, and they left the day before, and he said, "We'll be up there." I remember him. I don't remember if I was at home, but I remember after a long, when we were into the 70s, he took and burnt the tire right off of that trailer because it was a small tire. And he said, "We'll be up there." I think that tire got warm. But yeah, we used to go with my aunt all the time. Aunt and her kids. We grew up together. But yeah, it was some fun times. And of course, we went whitewater rafting later in life in the late 80s. Went down to Pennsylvania, down to Yockick, and then down to the New River, under the New River Gorge Bridge, where they do the bungee jumping off in the fall. So, but now, the last thing I've done camping was, I didn't do camping. I've been a couple out to the East Coast, and I went down to Tennessee 2 years ago. I go with the Coaster Club. So we'll send it back your way, KCFQV, and don't forget about all these nets we have around. Yeah, tonight the Beacon net at 10, 9 Central, and there's other nets around. So I'll send it back your way, KCFQV.
Fine business there, Mark, and thanks for sharing with us and joining us this afternoon. You make sure and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. 73 to you. We'll clear with KC8FQB, and let's pick up Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. Good afternoon. It's been a minute since I spoke with you. How you doing this afternoon?
Doing okay. Thank you, Nancy. I had a bit of a different childhood growing up, so as far as the vacations, well, I spent a lot of time in a foster home. They were good people, spent 9 years in one, and then ended up in a children's home. Parents died when I was young and all this. But I remember a couple of vacations down south, went down there, and I learned some stuff there that you didn't see up north at the time. I learned how people were treated differently, and it was kind of shocking, really, to see signs, white persons drinking fountain. I hate to get into this. Let me break for a second. But anyhow, that was the south, the southeast, Carolina, the Carolinas in that area. I just saw stuff that I never knew, up north here. And one time, a trip to Canada, went in through Sault Ste. Marie, crossed this long bridge, and fishing and a lot of time in the water. I didn't swim. I never did learn how to swim, but walking around without a T-shirt and in that water, I got a world-class sunburn. I mean, it was one of those where the pin actually peels. You peel it off, And man, that was pretty bad. And it came back home. We went through Buffalo. Well, I was living in Ohio at the time, by the way. Came down through Buffalo and got to see Niagara Falls, and then came back to Ohio. But for some reason, them two are the only real vacations I remember. We had stay vacations and that type of stuff, but hope I get out here. I hope I'm not timing it out, but y'all take care now. Have a good day, and thank you, Miss Nancy. KE8QFT back to net control.
Fine business, Fred. Thank you so much for participating today and joining me on my net today. It's great to hear from you and the rest of our Hanley out there as well. 73 at you, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Hopefully I will be able to tune into the Beacon Net this evening and hear you once again. So we'll clear with KE8QFT, and let's pick up Chuck in Catoosa, KI5MXZ. Good afternoon. Come on aboard.
Afternoon, Nancy. I think this is only the second time I've ever talked to you. My favorite summer vacation is we lived in California and we would drive to Hutchinson, Kansas to see my dad's mother.
Wow, that's a heck of a jaunt to go out all the way out to see the Flatlanders.
Roger on that. It'd take us 2 days. He'd drive like nonstop.
Well, I tell you what, that's a talent. And I know, soda pop was one thing, and you know what? Coffee was different back then, too. You had the roadside mud, and that was about all you had, but it did its job.
Yeah, when I met my wife, she's from here in Oklahoma, and we got married. We decided we'd move out here, but I was going to work the summer, and then they put my son in the hospital. So I drove the little Ford Escort nonstop on Mountain Dew and Skittles.
W8WKY.
Sorry about the pause there, but yeah, my note decided to ID when it was my turn to talk. Silly thing, likes to do that, but my goodness, yes. Mountain Dew and Skittles will definitely keep the eyeballs open for sure.
And the car never started after that.
Well, owned a Ford Escort at one point in time. I can tell you they don't like getting hot. And the one I had is when I lived in Las Vegas. So needless to say, that didn't last very long.
You get a funny noise on your radio every once in a while. And with that, I'm going to let you go. Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. I'm trying to think what I might have going on at the moment. I know my chair squeaks every now and then, but that's probably not it. But, Chuck, thanks so much for participating with us this afternoon. And we'll clear with KI5MXZ and Vigi73 and a wonderful Wednesday. And let's pick up Andy at the back of the bus, AB8MO. Good afternoon, and what you got for us?
KI5 from AB8MO, now mobile. Almost slipped out the emergency exit, but Just Nick pulled me by my ankles and helped me back in. So thank you, Just Nick. There is something going on in the background, but it is not objectionable at all, Nancy. It's not enough to tear your station apart to try to figure out what's wrong. So it's just intermittent, very lightly in the background. So it is not impacting. It's negligible impact on your signal as far as I'm concerned. So rumor has that you were abducted by aliens, so I'm glad that you were safely returned and you're back in the big chair. Let's see here. Summer childhood vacation spots. I primarily went to Cape Cod, Massachusetts. My grandparents had a house built up in Dennis, Massachusetts, which is considered the Mid-Cape, and they sold it about 20 years ago. But actually, we're going back there in a couple weeks. Got an Airbnb, also in Dennis, Massachusetts, so we're very familiar with the area up there, so we're already talking about things we want to do. So that's where I went a lot as a kid, and we'll be returning here in short order. That's all I got from the land of snow and maple syrup, where it is hot but not too muggy, so I'll take it. KI5OZZ from AB8MO Mobile.
Fine business, Andy, and yeah, I don't know how many times in a row I've been able to pick you up, and you're not mobile, and then you're mobile by the time I get to you. So I think that may be some kind of world record or some such nonsense, but Cape Cod, I hear, is very lovely, and I hope to visit it someday. I don't know if we'll get up that far when we sail the loop, depending on what time of year it is, but I would love to have me some Maine lobster, so I don't know if we'll be able to get all the way up through Cape Cod and up to the Maine coast or not, but we'll have to see. We've got about 10 years to go to plan all that out. So mobile safe out there, Andy, and great to hear from you. Thanks for participating today. I've got a Blue Room check-in. Let's see. I've got Greg, AI5HV. So let's pick him up and see what you're up to and see if the dogs are into any kind of shenanigans out there. Good afternoon, Greg.
Good afternoon, Miss Nancy and everyone else on the Boredom Breaker Net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. Doing pretty good. Just waiting for Judy to get back from the doctor for her Prolia shot. It has to do with bone density loss, and so hopefully that'll help fix the problem. She'd gone through a few years of taking some different medications from the doctor to help. And so, and the dogs here, they're just here and just taking their afternoon nap. So just waiting for Judy to get back from the doctor so I can get some lunch here, or we can get some lunch. And favorite vacation, summer vacation would have to be London in 2008. We took a family vacation over there. I ended a business trip, and my oldest daughter was there at Cambridge University doing some studies there abroad. So that was a good, fun trip there.
Very good. Yeah, the British Isles, I would love to go to the British Isles at some point in time and do some snooping around out in the countryside and seeing how the real folk live, if you get my drift.
Well, I got to see quite a bit of the countryside there. One thing I did not get a chance to do while I was in the Belgium and France area, as I never got a chance to go to the cemetery over there from D-Day, and that was one of the things I wanted to get done, but maybe one of these days. So, but anyway, yeah, we had an enjoyable trip there. We did a tour of Harry Potter tour of different areas that they use for scenes filming the different movies. Went to see Stonehenge, the city of Bath. I went to the Two Towers and a lot of different places there in London, but definitely an enjoyable trip. And if you ever go, take the Ghost by Gaslight tour, and that's a very interesting tour as well.
Yeah, roger that. I would be wanting to snoop out all of the Sherlock Holmes kind of stuff in the hood.
Yeah, on the Ghost by Gaslight tour, they actually take you by 221B Baker Street, and they take you around to the different pubs, and they tell you different ghost stories, and you walk along the River Thames there for a bit, and they show you the Egyptian obelisk that's there along the river, and of course the acid rain has that they often get in London there, it has damaged the etching in the Egyptian obelisk, but it's still a pretty interesting article to artifact there to see, and there's a lot of things to do, see and do there.
Definitely on the bucket list, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to go. But I need to hear about these little small but neat things in different necks of the woods. Anything else you got for us, Greg?
Well, just want to say thank you for running the net this week. I missed you last week. Hope you and yours have a wonderful rest of your week there. And as always, be safe out there. Don't really have anything else for you, so I'll turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in, Greg. You make sure and say howdy to Miss Judy and give Ginger and Smokey a scritch on the ears for me. So we'll clear with AI5HV. And let's see here. A couple of things. Would be remiss in not saying congratulations to Uncle Fred, KE8QFT, for making number 42 today on the log, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And I also want to take this moment, because I probably won't be on the radio again beforehand, but I would like to wish all of the fathers a very happy Father's Day this coming weekend. And I hope your barbecues and whatnots go off without a hitch, and you have a wonderful time. And let me give it a break real quick.
W8WKY.
And thank you to my node for the extra long break right there. So I guess everything dropped and so on. But also, if you are a horror movie buff or fan at all, this Friday is Friday, June 13th, which is Jason's birthday, which I believe was in the founding movie, the original movie, the date on which the massacre took place. So with that, let's take some more check-ins. It's about half past the hour. This is KI5OZZ for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net, and I'm here to break the boredom with the question of the day being your favorite childhood summer vacation. So let's see who else is out there. Come on in with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango, W7STT, still down here in Garland County, Arkansas.
Charlie 4, Juliet Golf Charlie, track Angular Steve, currently near Covington, Virginia.
Try again, KI5TAQ in the mobile, taco truck.
JVT, Kilo Charlie 5, Juliet Victor Tango, Bush in Ardmore.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra, KD5AFM.
Kilo 8, Golf Bravo.
Kilo 8, Golf Bravo.
KB8LJ in North Homestead, Ohio. That's Kilo Bravo 8, Lima Juliet.
Alrighty, great group of check-ins there, and I probably missed a couple, so let me read off what I've got. I got Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango Cal in Arkansas. I got KC4JGC, currently in the Carolinas, somewhere I believe you said. I got KI5TAQ in the taco truck. Thank you for that, Tim. I've got KC5JVT Butch down in Ardmore. I've got KD5AFS Grant. I've got K8GB and KB8LJ. I think there might have been a couple of doubles and I'm missing someone. Come on back if I missed you.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5WDM, Donald in the Osage.
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet,
And November 3,
4IOH, mobile, in and out, West Memphis, Arkansas.
Oh, sorry, Nancy, check in N3 MDC, Michael Winston-Hill.
I've chimed in right on top of you. If you could re-identify for me.
Nancy, that's probably me, N3 MDC, Michael here in Winston-Hill.
Yes, I did get you, Michael. You doubled with someone else that is mobile in West Arkansas. Mobile station in West Arkansas. One more time for me.
Hey, Nancy, it's KK4IOH, Michael in West Memphis, and I'm just going to be in and out at my destination.
Alrighty, well, destinate happily and mobile safely back. We'll clear with KK4IOH. Thanks for chiming in there, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and 73 to you. Let's go back up and pick up, I believe Tim was the only mobile. KI5TAQ, welcome to the show this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nancy. This is KI5TAQ. I know you had a good question, and one of my favorite summer vacations is always at the time being with grandparents up in Indiana. Another place would also be being with my dad out on one of his favorite hideaway lakes, fishing. That's a couple of them. But anyways, right now it's here in the Tulsa Metro, 88 degrees. And as you know, I'm heading on into the salt mine. So, yeah, I'll give Alan a little harassment if I haven't heard him yet. But you all take care, stay safe. This is KI5TAQ.
Fine business there, Tim. You make sure and work the job and don't let it work you. So we'll clear with KI5TAQ, mobile safe. And, yeah, make sure and wave howdy to Alan if you see him at the salt mine there. And we'll clear with KI5TAQ. Let's pick up, let's see, Cal, Whiskey 7, Sierra Tango Tango. Welcome to the show this afternoon. Favorite summer vacation?
KI5 OZZ, Queen of Bars, W7STT here. Comment before I forget it. I think the noise people were complaining about earlier or commenting on may have been gremlins playing a trick on the linkages between you and them, because I wasn't hearing anything obnoxious at all. And one point, just a little scratchiness, but not bad, and that was well after they quit commenting on it, so I don't know what the story is on there. Summer vacation. Well, I grew up on a farm in eastern Arkansas, and when we were out of school, summer vacations were out in the garden, in the yard, pushing a non-powered lawnmower, just one of those old wheel types, and it was dull, I guess. And a few things like that. And then at the age 14, we moved out to Arizona, so we would have trips back to Arkansas to visit relatives and what. And so I guess that would be our vacation. And I remember those as before air conditioner and before interstate. We had to slow down at every little town going through, etc. And all that fun stuff. So the air conditioning was 4 windows down and 55 or 60 miles an hour. So that was our cooling system in there. So yeah, it was that a vacation? Well, hardly, but then it was while we were out of school. Other than that, Miss Susie, you've got a good net going, and enjoy the heck out of all yours, and we sure appreciate you letting scallywags and reprobates in here. Otherwise, you wouldn't take my call. So other than that, we'll just shut up and let somebody else have their say, because we're hearing some interesting ones, very interesting. And as far as I forget who it was there, said that he missed the cemeteries in France. If you ever have a chance to do it, visit there, but take a pretty good sized box of Kleenex along with you. It is that kind of a visit, and you just get to thinking about all of the loss that was taking place on that all that event. The whole thing was a big fiasco. Anyway, enough of that sad stuff. Enjoyed the chat, and appreciate you, Miss Susie. Miss Susie. Miss Nancy. I know the difference. And absent-mindedness there. Anyway, thanks a bunch. And 73s all around. 88's to the better-looking part of the crew. As old Tennessee Ernie Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. My machine just started grumbling about me talking too much. 73s all around, 88, 57 STT.
Well, Cal, I've been accused of being Susie before, and I don't mind, but as long as you don't call me Ray, I think it's all good. But, I'm sure your summers were enjoyable, even without the AC, seeing and being with family and so on. And definitely enjoyable having you on the net, and thank you so much for chiming in. You have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and 73 to you. We'll clear W7STT. Let's pick up Stephen, KC4JGC. Welcome to the show this afternoon. We are sharing favorite childhood summer vacations.
W8W.
Well, good afternoon, Nancy, and everyone on the net, KC4JGC, Tractor Trailer Mobile. On the way back to the coast, had a 7 a.m. delivery near Columbus, Ohio. And, let's see, temperature on the dashboard says 86 degrees. I think summer has finally arrived. Which is good. The only thing I hear about the East Coast is that things get humid on an almost daily basis. But as far as vacations, of course, always had a trip to Northeast Ohio to visit my paternal grandparents. And, of course, there's some family in the area that I'll always look forward to that growing up. But as far as big trips, we always went camping on our vacations and had an Apache camper trailer, and we took that just about anywhere we went. But the most memorable childhood vacation was in 1972 when we took our Canadian vacation. So we, along with visiting friends in Newport, Rhode Island, and Moose Bay Harbor, Maine, we also camped out in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. And it was a fantastic vacation, even though the car did kind of break down a couple times while we were in Nova Scotia. Not so much that we needed a tow or anything, but we're always able to get the car to a Ford dealership in Truro, Nova Scotia. But, all that aside there, got to visit really cool places like Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. We got to visit the Bay of Fundy, Halifax, Antigonish, which is they have, I assume they still have it now, the Highland Games. Got to visit Cape Breton Island, where the Alexander Graham Bell Museum is located in the village of Bedeck. And it was a really cool vacation. And, Oak Island as well. So I'm sure you're familiar with the Oak Island, with the search for the lost treasure, which may or may not exist. We visited that in 1972. So, but anyway, that's about it from here. KC4JGC.
Oh, Stephen, and do make sure and let me know that you are mobile when you check in with me, and I defer to mobile, so I never know whether you're coming to the end of your string or the end of your Wi-Fi or what that you got going on, especially in the 18-wheel, as I've done that myself. And there's some shady spots where the Wi-Fi likes to drop out on the road. But if you get around the Cleveland and or Lodi area, do look up the fine folks we call her Ohio Hamley. That's where you're hearing all the K8 calls coming in on the 147 Mark 090 machine out of Medina. area and Akron services also. And by the way, let me let it drop real quick.
Yeah, before you do that, I did say tractor trailer mobile. I always say that because 99.9% of the time I am tractor trailer mobile.
And
I normally check in on the first hour. I don't know with all the other check-ins there, you may have missed it, but I did say I am tractor trailer mobile.
Keep the dirty side down, as they say.
So most of the first hour net controls, I think
have a wonderful Wednesday, and hope
they hear me. They already know. But anyway, yeah, very good. Yep.
And
my remaining family is in Stark County,
who's next?
Alliance and Limaville.
JVT.
And
good to hear you. And
I know there's one of the net controls. I think he's in the Columbus area, and I was just looking up repeaters in Columbus while I was there, just passing the time while waiting to get unloaded. And I was just curious what repeaters was possibly in use. I did find a 220 repeater in Columbus that had Allstar. I was wondering if that was it. But anyway, so back over to you, Nancy. JC4JGC in the big rig.
Well, our Ohio Hamley is more up towards the Cleveland, Akron, Medina, Lodi area off of 76, 71 up that way. I don't personally know anyone that's a ham all the way down by Columbus, but that is the 147 Mark 090 machine. I believe that's out of Medina, and they're a great bunch of folks, I'll tell you that.
Okay, good to know. I mean, I was after Hamvention, I did visit my family there in the Alliance and Limaville area, and while I was there, I activated a bunch of parts from Hartville to Milford Lake to Lake Guilford, between the Dayton area and that corner of Ohio. I activated a total of 10 parts before and after Hamvention. So I was just, like I say, just up there a couple of weeks ago. But next time my travels take me up there, either for pleasure or business, I'll be sure to check that out. Anyway, well, 7-3, and thanks for letting me join in. JC4JGC.
Well, Steve, there is, if you're coming in through Allstar, their node number is 48496. I don't know what means you're using. I know that Allstar is what I used when I was on the road. But 48496 goes directly to that, the SARA Club machine, the Silver Creek Amateur Radio Association, 147 Mark 039. And if you haven't landed yet this evening, they have a net at 10 p.m. Eastern Time called the Beacon Net, and that's a fun deal to get in on too. But I'll let you get down the road. Thank you so much, and we hope to hear from you again. We'll clear KC4JGC. Let's pick up Butch, KC5JVT, down at Ardmore. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Nancy. I just wanted to jump in here right quick because I know you got a ton of people waiting to check in, patiently waiting. Regarding your question, my family, we didn't ever have a vacation. We had to work all the time. I did get a week's vacation when I was 21 years old. Outside that, I hadn't had no vacation since. Had to work all the time. So 10 years ago, when I finally got to retire, which I took the vacation in and went to Pennsylvania. Anyway, that's all from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Almost raining here. Let's be KC5JVT clear.
Well, Butch, I guess your retirement is your vacation, and better late than never, I guess. But thank you for joining us today. It's always good to hear from you and see what's going on down in Ardmore. So you make sure to have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll clear with KC5JBT, and let's pick up KD5AFS. Grant, good afternoon, and how are things in Owasso?
W8WKY.
KI5OZZ in the net, KD5AFS. Everything's going fine here, Nancy. It's clouding up, so I'm kind of waiting to see what the weather does lately. When I was a kid, we'd always go up to Oklahoma to Platte National Park and camp for a week every summer. And it's called Chickasee National Recreation Area these days. It's down by Sulphur, Oklahoma. I think Turner Falls is not too far away, but fond memories of going camping in that place when I was a kid. Other than that, Nancy, all's well here. Not a lot going on. Thanks for picking me up, and I will send it back to Ned. KD5AFS.
Thanks for chiming in on today's net. We'll clear with KD5AFS. 73 at you, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Let's pick up Dave, K8GB. Good afternoon. Another part of our Ohio family out there. How's it going?
Good afternoon from KGB. We're doing fine. But I'm here in Michigan. I have an 8 call, but Michigan is 8 also. So don't forget us about up here in the mitten state of Michigan. I'm in Metro Detroit to be exact. I was commonly on vacations when I was when my sister and I were kids. My family used to drive down to Panama City, Florida every year. My dad's family was from an area called Dothan, Alabama, extreme southeast corner of Alabama. So we'd go down there and visit his grandmother, and usually bring her along down to Panama City, and we'd spend a week down there, and then come back home. It wasn't an easy drive back in the 60s because I-75 wasn't completed yet, so I remember it just took forever to get through the mountains in Kentucky and Tennessee, just winding around on all the 2-lane roads. Until those finally got finished sometime, I think in the early 70s or so. And so I did that a number of times when we were kids, and then later on, after I got married in 1981, my wife and I used to started going down there too. We never had any kids, but we were did the same thing, drive down to Panama City and spend a week or so down there. And then I finally got bitten by the bug and had a partner who was interested in real estate. So in '89, ended up buying a condo down there that we rented out for 10 years, for vacation rentals, and we used to use it for ourselves in August. So enjoyed that a lot. And we had that for like 10 years. And sold it in 1999. So and I haven't been there since 2004. So maybe someday I'll get back down there again. It's changed a lot since I've been there 20 years ago. I know that. A lot of high rises have gone up. Let me reset here. So that's it for me. And by the way, the weather here today, it's warmed up quite a bit. It's up about 84 today. They were saying 90, but now they're shooting more for like 87 or 88, which seems to make more sense because it's been really hazy here from the smoke from the forest fires in Manitoba and Alberta. The moon is kind of like a brownish color all night long, brownish orange. Makes for some really red sunsets too. So back to you from KGB.
Oh, fine business there, Dave. Thanks for participating today. And sorry I got your area wrong, but I have gotten smitten with the mitten when I bought apples up there from an orchard when I was in the 18-wheeler and brought home, gosh, how many was it? I think it was 3 or 4 bushels. That happened to be my last load, and came home and canned them all up made applesauce and all kinds of stuff. But good stuff there, and thanks for sharing with us. We'll clear with K8GB. Have a wonderful Wednesday and 73 to you. Let's pick up Chuck, KB8LJ. Welcome to the show this afternoon. Yeah, 5OZZ for the net. Come on in.
Well, KI5OZZ in the group from KB8LJ here in North Homestead, Ohio. I've got a really neat vacation story, childhood type, but involving my daughter in which I participated. And the story is really about her. When she was 10 years old, I had a week off, and I told her that I was going to take her to the Black Hills. We were starting out in Cleveland, and she looked at me and said, "Black Hill? Who would ever want to see a Black Hill? Yeah." And I said, "Well, wait and see." So we packed, it was going to be a tent camping trip, and we had a 1987 Honda Accord, and my first rule was we're going to get all the camping gear ourselves, and cooking and coolers and everything into that car with nothing dragged behind and nothing sticking out on top. It makes the driving a lot easier. And as we were going across western South Dakota on I-90, my daughter looked, she was very interested in maps, and so she had taken over the navigator position using all the maps from the AAA, and she did a perfect job of getting us all the way to Rapid City and back to Ohio. But as we were crossing South Dakota, she looked out the window and said, "What's that crooked line over there on the horizon?" I said, "That's the Black Hills." And she said, "Really? I can't wait to get there." But we did take a side trip to the edge of the Badlands after that, and parked and got out and walked down a bluff a couple hundred feet to take a look, and I'd forgotten the camera. So I told her, there are lots of rattlesnakes. Break for time. So I walked back to the car, got the camera, and got back to where my daughter was, and she was in a state of absolute panic. You could hear rattlesnakes. You could hear them just rattling everywhere, and she was just terrified. And on looking around, I discovered that the rattlesnakes were really just grasshoppers. So that was just one of the many adventures on a fabulous vacation. This is KB8LJ back to net.
Well, Chuck, I could see where the grasshoppers might be easily mistaken for rattlesnakes. I hadn't actually thought of that for the uninitiated, but your poor daughter, my goodness. Thanks for sharing with us. Appreciate you hopping in with us this afternoon. Chuck, have a great Wednesday afternoon. And we'll bid you 73 to KB8LJ, and let's head out to the Osage, where I know there's rattlesnakes out there for sure. Donald, KI5WDM, welcome to the net. We're sharing favorite childhood summer vacations. Come on in.
Good afternoon, Miss Nancy. This is KI5WDM. I don't know if you call it a vacation or not, but when I was about 9, maybe 10 years old, my dad had built the frames for 2 Pitts Pistols airplanes, competition aerobatic airplanes, and one of them had been shipped to Blythe, California. Well, him and this other pilot, buddy, found 2 airplanes that needed to be ferried out to California. So he asked me if I wanted to go on the trip and fly over the Grand Canyon and see the sights from the air, and I said, certainly. That was a very, very cool trip. We were gone for almost a week, flew on a 707 on the way home, my first trip in a jet, and yeah, so that summer I had a really good time. I guess I'll call that a vacation. This is KI5WDM.
Fine business there, Donald, and you know what? I have seen the Grand Canyon from the air many, many times, but the one time that I will never forget seeing the Grand Canyon is when it had snowed and there was a full moon out that night. And I believe that was my brother that was flying the plane, the little Cessna. But he had flown up from Texas to see Mom and I when I was 14, 15, somewhere in there. That was a pretty cool trip, that's for sure. But good to hear you, and make sure to wave howdy to the better half for us, and try and stay on the cool side of the door out there. Donald, have a wonderful Wednesday, and 73 to you. We'll clear with KI5WDM, and let's pick up Michael, N3MDC. Welcome to the show this afternoon. How's it going for you?
Sort of good, Nancy. I went down to the store today, and I forgot my mom's debit card, so I had to ride my bike all the way back here to my house and get my mom's debit card to pay for the groceries. I've done that a few times, so my mom forgot to ask me if I had the debit card, so I had to come back here to the house and get my mom's debit card so I pay for the groceries. But I heard your question, and, Nancy, I lived in Colorado for 17 years, and there's this travel spot in New Mexico we went to a lot. It's called Taos, New Mexico. We used to go there a lot. We had our division convention out there one time, and there's a little spa there called Ojo Caliente. It's a little retreat resort that me and my mom have been to a lot. When I still lived in Colorado, we went there a few times when we used to go to New Mexico. After we went to Albuquerque, so it's a little retreat we used to go to a lot. So our favorite vacation spot would be Taos, New Mexico. So with that, back to you, Nancy. Have a good one. N3MDC clear.
Fine business there, Michael, and yeah, it's been a minute since I've been to New Mexico physically, but we did visit the Four Corners one time, and I remember seeing Taos on the map. But thanks for joining us this afternoon. 73 to you, and don't forget the debit card anymore, or you're just going to have an extra trip, I guess. Have a wonderful Wednesday there, Michael. Go clear with N3MDC. Let's pick up, wow, it's past the top of the hour already. Goodness. Let's go ahead and make this last call for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. Question today is favorite childhood summer vacations. This is KI5OZZ for the net. Please come with your call, phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening. Last call.
KI5OZ.
KI5OZZ. Copy November 5. Victor Lima Zulu N5VLZ. Darrell Delta Alpha Romeo Yankee Lima. Little Rock, Arkansas. Had to switch to smartphone because I celebrated a good eye doctor's appointment by ordering lunch and it just arrived. Over.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB John in Ohio. I'll just be in and out Nancy 730 y'all. Thanks for running the net.
Kilo Alpha 8 Lima Yankee Juliet KA8 LYJ Bob in Barberton, Ohio.
Alrighty, well, let me read off who I got. There might have been a double with Bob there at the tail end there. I got KD8 SLG, I got N5VLZ, Daryl. I got KE8UIB with your in and out. Thank you, John. Don't put too many nickels in the jar at once, or people will get suspicious there at the salt mine. And thanks for joining us with your in and out. I got Bob, KA8LYJ. Was there anyone else? Did I miss anyone?
This is Kilo Echo 0, Juliet Kilo Alpha, Andrew, KE0JKA.
Delta Oscar 7, Hotel Uniform Bravo. Delta Oscar 7, Hotel Uniform Bravo.
Picked up a couple of stragglers there. I got KE0JKA and Delta Oscar 7, Hotel Uniform Bravo. I will get to you in just a minute. Let's get back up to the top of the list and pick up Nick, KD8SLG. Good afternoon. Give us some vacation stories.
KI5OZZ, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Nancy, all the Boredom Breaker netizens. Let's see. We didn't do a whole lot of real vacations as a kid that I remember. However, every summer we would go to the Grange Fair, which is an encampment right outside of State College. And it was an 8 or 10 day encampment. They put up tents, people roll in their trailers, and people just basically live there and eat nothing but fair food for 8 or 10 days. It's fabulous. My cousins and I would stay there together. It was sort of like our summer thing. So that was my story. And while I'm here, I'd like to remind everybody about the Beacon Net tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Allstar Note 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. And if you can get here, you can get there. We will be linked up to the Boredom Breaker Hub. Hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. Fine business, Nancy. Thanks. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Fine business as always, Nick. And, wow, 10 days straight of fair food. Ugh, goodness. Talk about a gastrointestinal nightmare. I don't think I can handle that. I can barely handle just one day at the fair. Good night. Oh, wow. All right. Well, Nick, you have a wonderful Wednesday, and hopefully I'll yammer with you again this evening on the Beacon Net. We'll clear with KD8SLG 73 at you, and let's pick up Daryl N5VLZ, where you have good news about the eyeballs there.
Yes, Miss Nancy, K5OZZ of the Boredom Breakers Net from N5VLZ, Daryl, Little Rock. I saw my eye doctor today, pun intended. Great report. Pressures are 9 and 10. They've never been that good. Very, very early stages of glaucoma, but he said right now it's nothing to worry about medicine. I mean, they'll start worrying if it starts getting to 20, but they're lower than they were last year. I think last year they were 10 and 12. This year they're 9 and 10. So I'm very happy about that. So I celebrated with ordering through DoorDash a little bit of a lunch from the Golden Arches because my pupils are still dilated. It's kind of hard to look at the computer and the smartphone right now until they get back to normal. Looks like we're going to have storms in here Thursday into next week. But we can't seem to grab a dry day. My weeds are growing more than my grass is, but I don't want to go back outside today, not with the pupils still dilated. I had to put on a pair of shades they gave me and a second pair to keep the brightness down. Thought I was going to have to get a CNI dog. Hi. Never mind about having trouble getting out of a Hamfest parking lot or a hospital parking deck, although I quit driving 3 years ago and sold my car because of dry corneas. But real happy about that. But ran out of diabetic test strips yesterday. Got some on order. They won't be in until Monday. So I won't know what my sugar is for a bit, but I see my PCP for an A1C check on the 23rd, then my heart doctor on the 25th, then urologist next month, and hopefully that's the last medical stuff until the fall. Folks can go to my bio on QRZ, click on the hyperlink for Excel spreadsheets or PDF files of D-Star, D-Ruts, and Echolink nets in the 4 U.S. time zones, plus ham radio PDF files. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for picking me up. I'm going to go graze. I think I'm going to lay down because my eyes are still bothering me. K5OZZ and the Boredom Breakers from N5VLZ, Daryl, Little Rock. Back to net.
Well, Daryl, good to hear the good report on the eyeballs there, and hopefully you'll get the rest of that squared away on the medical stuff and continue to be on the up and up. And thank you for the information for the link to your information on the QRZ page. So good stuff right there. You make sure to have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday and go nappy poo if you need to, and or even if you want to. I'm not above taking a nap in the afternoon, but that depends on if the fish are biting. But anyway, we'll clear with N5VLZ and bid you 73. Let's see. Let's go down to Bob, KA8LYJ. Good afternoon. This is KI5OZZ for the net. What you got for us?
Good afternoon, Nancy. Good afternoon, Net. This is KA8LYJ. Not much. Got back a week ago today from my flight to Scotland, and that was a fantastic time. Brought back pneumonia, but it was totally worth it, and the antibiotics pretty much have it kicked by now. Family vacation. My dad owned a plot of land in the Allegheny Mountains in western Pennsylvania. Put a house trailer on it. Used it in the fall as a sort of hunting cabin, deer hunting cabin. But during the summer, he'd bring my mom and my brother and my sister and me, and we'd spend a week or so up there. And that was some of my favorite memories. I loved it up there. All the land sold off, parcel off now, and it's now a housing development, and it's lost all of its charms, but still got those memories. This is KA8LYJ, getting it back to you.
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry to hear that happened with the cabin out there, but I did want to tell you, it sounded like there was another radio keyed up with a couple other people talking on it as you were keyed up, and it let go one time, so I don't know if you've got a radio in the background going or if there's some kind of something going on with the band. Maybe pick it up on another repeater somewhere, which has been known to happen, but I wanted to let you know that happened, and maybe check out the Mesonet and see what's going on with the band. I would, but I'm going to be busy shutting up the net here in a minute. But, Bob, great to hear from you. Thanks for joining us, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll bid you 73 to KA8LYJ. Let's pick up Andrew, KE0JKA. Welcome to the net. Is this your first time checking into the Boredom Breaker?
This is KE0JKA. Yeah, it's my first time. I am visiting town from Kansas City area on my own little vacation, since that's the topic. I am visiting some friends down here in the Tulsa area, so I'm going to be camping with my RV trailer that I'm towing out east of Tulsa near, I can't think of what the city was called. But, yeah, I'm just visiting and heard the traffic on the repeater, so I'd check in.
Well, fine business. I happen to be east of Tulsa myself. I'm out off of 412 and 82 down south of Locust Grove, and we got some pretty good fishing out here. So if you're around any of the lakes, whether it be Hudson or Fort Gibson, I hope you brought your pole with you.
I think I might be losing the repeater. This is KE0JKA, giving you 73s back to net.
Fine business, Andrew, and hopefully we'll hear from you again. Have a fine stay in Oklahoma, and thanks for checking in with us. You make sure and mobile safe out there, and enjoy your weekend. We'll clear with KE0JKA, and let's pick up DO7HUB. Good afternoon, and let me get a name for the log, and is this your first time checking in with us?
Delta Oscar 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, American call sign. My name is Lee, Lima, Echo, Echo, and I am in Hanover, Germany at this time. As a matter of fact, I'm in Hanover, Germany all the time because that's where I live. That's a border for you to break, so there you go. You made that one. I don't really have any memories that I can share because they're not PG, so we won't go that route. I just wanted to say thanks for letting me in the net, thanks for having me, thanks for doing the net, and maybe we can do this again sometime. Kilo India 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, Delta Oscar 7 Hotel Uniform Bravo, my German call sign. My name is Lee in Hanover, Germany. Back to net control.
Well, fine business there, Lee, and DO7HUB. You are welcome to pipe in on this net, which kicks off at noon Tulsa time every single day of the week, and we have various net controllers that change out at the top of the hour, and my duty spot is on Wednesday afternoons, and hope to hear from you again, and wow, Germany, goodness. Glad you're a stateside call, but I wouldn't know what to say to a German, although I've got a kiddo in the house that took German for actually 2 semesters, so he would be interested in speaking to someone from Germany, but we're trying to get him to get his ham call so he can get on HF and do it his own self. So, Lee, thank you so much for piping in and joining us this afternoon, and hopefully you can join us again in the near future. Let's see. And thank you for putting a ribbon on it and being our tail gunner for the day. And that is the bottom of the list and the end of net, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little over time, but no big deal. I want to thank the SARA Club in Ohio for tuning in to the Boredom Breaker Hub on Allstar. Let me give it a break real quick. And thank each one of our check-ins that have tuned in, whether RF or Allstar or Echolink, DB switch or whatever other mode. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a net. So for the N5XQK Boredom Breaker net, thanks to everyone for tuning in today, and thank you to the Rogers County Wireless Association for hosting the net on the 147 Mark 090 machine in Claremore. So with that, I will return this frequency back to normal amateur radio use, whatever that may be. And remember, folks, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. This is KI5 OZZ 73.
All who participated in today's N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net will be back again next Wednesday. They're here every day. Allstar node 49562, Echolink N5XQK-R. I'll be listening for you tonight on the Beacon Net. Starts at 10 o'clock. Early check-in starts at 9:30. This is KD8SLG Clear.
8WWKY.